their young ones to choose a career. You can remember that according to the new system of education, that is the CBE, the curriculum competence-based education, the competence-based education CBE, our children or the students are allowed to choose their career path as early as possible, so that when they are in school, when they are learning, they are going through with the process of learning, they continue to pursue whatever they have chosen, maybe right from primary. So we are going to talk about the career today. We are going to talk about what can we do, what can you do maybe as a learner or as a youth who is trying to choose their career path. What can you do as a parent who is also trying to help their children or their kids choose a good career path. As there are so many myths and misconceptions have been there about choosing a career or about some careers or some jobs that has been misleading people and making so many people maybe to go for a certain courses, thinking that maybe this is the best option or this is what I can do and this will make me this and this in the future. But at one point or in the future, you realize that you made a mistake and now you want to change your career, but maybe there's no opportunity for you. Maybe you are just sponsored during your education time. Maybe someone sponsored your education, now that person is not there again to sponsor your education, and you feel like you have messed up your career. You feel like you are in a career that maybe doesn't go well with you. So we want to talk about careers today. How can we choose our career? How can we know which career is best, which career is best for me, which career is best for another person? And also we want to know what are some of the challenges that we have to look into when we want to choose our careers, when we want to know what we are best in, what we can be doing with the passion, what our skills or our area of profession is. In the world today, there are so many careers, there are so many things that people can do, and not like before, when maybe so many people are only known maybe to be engineer, doctors, and maybe teachers. That is why so many people, so many adults in this world today, they were choosing their career based on what the society has built for them. The society built some career for people. They thought that that is the way to go, that is the only way to be. So if you can do well in school, you have the chance to go on with your education, then you only have to pursue 1, 2, 3 courses. But nowadays, in this world of today, in this digital world of today, we realize that so many opportunities are coming up, and there are so many careers, so many different paths that someone can follow and still make a living or earn a living with whatever you have to follow. But now the problem is coming when now we have maybe let's say the psychological part of it. We also have the financial part of it. We also have the so many differences, so many text that now define what you want to be or what you want to do. So today we are going to talk about career, and I'm going to be your host, Brenda Agenyo. Wherever you are watching us from, I take this opportunity to welcome you to Scope Connect at Cityscope TV. You can follow us through our YouTube channel, that is Cityscope TV, also through our Facebook channel, that is Cityscope TV. So welcome wherever you are. Let's talk, let's learn about this career, choosing your career. What are the challenges? What are the things you need to do? What are some of the steps you have to follow? What are some of the questions you have to ask yourself before you choose that career, before you just venture into that career? What are some of the things that will show that you will do good in that career? The one thing that I know is that a career that you choose, the career path that you choose can define who you will become even in the future. And that is why it is very, very important, and it's very, very vital that you choose a career that goes with you. You choose a career that suits you. Don't just choose a career because so and so is also choosing that career. Don't just go and choose a career because maybe you think or you feel like this is what I should be doing. No, choose a career that you can maintain. Maybe you can maintain being in that job. Choose a career whereby your skill and your passion and whatever you love is lying with. Don't just choose a career because maybe it's the name of the job, and maybe you don't even have the skills, you don't even have the knowledge about that career. So today we want to talk about how to choose a career, some of the challenges that are there, and 1, 2, 3 when it comes to career choosing. So number one question, what we are going to talk about is that we are going to look for some of the questions that you need to ask yourself when you want to choose a career. You need to ask yourself these questions before you choose any career. As a parent that is being advised on how to help your children maybe choose their career, you need to ask these questions about your child. You need to understand your child and then help your child maybe answer these questions. That is called self-evaluation. Evaluate yourself first before you look around you, before you do it because so and so is also doing it, before you think, oh, my father was a teacher, so now I also have to be a teacher. Oh, my father was a doctor, you see, because of this and this. So there are some questions that you need to ask yourself as a young person, as a learner, as a student, as someone who is building their future. There are some questions that you need to ask yourself before you choose your career path. Number one question as a youth, when you want to identify your career, number one question that you will want to ask yourself is, what am I naturally good at? What am I naturally good at? Before you choose your career, you need to know what are you naturally good at. Some people are just good at talking to people very naturally. These people can just approach you and talk to you. They can advise you. They are just good at that. People also approach you, talk to you. You're just good at talking to people. Some people are just good at singing naturally. This person can just sing. Some people are just good at doing maybe handwork. Some people are good at crocheting. Something you just do naturally. It's natural in you. So before you choose your career path, you need to know, what am I good at naturally? What am I good at naturally? What can I do at naturally? That's something that I do perfectly. Nobody needs to teach me on how to do this and this. I can just do it naturally. So you need to know, can I solve problems naturally? Am I someone who is good in solving problems? Am I someone who is good at creating solutions, maybe giving solutions to problems? Am I good at maybe organizing things? Am I really good at this and this? You need to know what you are good at naturally. This one will help you know the which path to follow when you are now solving or when you are now choosing your career. So number one question you need to ask yourself is, what am I naturally good at? Something you can just do without, it's just natural in you. You will hear some people saying that, oh, me and my family, we're just good at singing. We can sing, we can do this. Every time you need someone to help you solve maybe some problems, just call my father, just call me. We are good at doing this and this. So just understand yourself and know what you are good at naturally, because this is very vital, and this one is very vital, and you will need it when you are now choosing your career. Why do you need it when you are choosing your career? If you go for something you are not good at naturally, you will be bored. That's why so many people are bored with their job. You can't even maintain going to job each and every day because you are not good at whatever the career that you chose. So number one question you need to ask yourself when you are evaluating yourself on which career path to follow, or you are a parent and you want to advise your children or your child on which career path to follow, ask this question: what am I good at naturally? Just know what you are good at naturally. Number two question is, what do I really enjoy doing even if I'm not being paid for it? What do you really enjoy doing? So many people look for money when they want to choose their career. Yes, money is a very vital and a very key thing when choosing your career and all that, because maybe you need the money for 1, 2, 3 in your life, or for your life to move on. You cannot be just doing a job that cannot pay you. But you need to remember that maybe before you reach a certain level, before you earn some experience, you will need to work maybe for free. You will need maybe to volunteer somewhere. Some careers you have to volunteer when looking for the experience. Some careers you will have to work and toil maybe without even being paid. So you need to know, do I really enjoy doing this? Do I really enjoy singing? Can I do it without being paid? Can I just do something like this without being paid? Do I really enjoy talking to people? Do I really enjoy making this? Do I really enjoy doing this? Do I really really enjoy counseling people? So before you choose your career, you need to know, can you really enjoy doing that job? If now you are working at a company and then all of a sudden maybe there's a problem and this financial problem, and maybe this company cannot even pay you for maybe 1, 2, 3 months, will you still go to job? Will you still maintain going to job? Will you still maintain doing whatever you are doing because you are enjoying it? You know, if you are only doing it for money, I'm telling you, if just 1 month goes without your payment, my friend, you will leave that job. You will feel like you will be frustrated and mentally challenged. You can't even leave that job any day. So ask yourself this question: what do I really enjoy doing, even if I'm not being paid for it? What can you do it for fun? Can you just continue going to job even if there is no salary, maybe for some months? Your boss calls you and tells you, you know, now for this month we have a problem like this and this, maybe you're going to do this and this, maybe your salaries will not be there, but maybe after this month your salaries, will you still maintain going to job? Will you still enjoy doing that? So you need to know what you enjoy doing. Even if you are not being paid to do it, you will still maintain doing it. You will still maintain going to job. That is number 2 question that you need to know. You need to understand yourself when evaluating yourself on what type of maybe pathway of job, of career you want to follow. So you need to know, can you enjoy doing it, even if it's teaching? Do I really enjoy teaching? If not for the money, if not for the salary, do I really enjoy teaching? You know, there are some teachers, they don't enjoy teaching. They just go to class and do it for the salary. And that's why some of them, you will realize that they are even very harsh to the students and all this. They are not enjoying that. That's not their passion. They want to be maybe doing something somewhere, but because that is the career path that they chose for themselves, someone chose for them, or they felt like, oh, you know, if you are a teacher, you'll be employed by the government and all this, you will have a stable income. Some people look at it in terms of stable income, but they don't enjoy whatever they are doing. They find it very, very difficult because they enjoy what they are doing. So ask yourself that question: what do I really enjoy doing, even if I'm not being paid for it? Number 3 question that you need to ask yourself, before you venture into any career path is what values are important to me in life and work? What are some of the values that are important to you in life and work? You don't have to just go to work because you're going to work and maybe your values doesn't even align with that kind of a job. You need to know your values. Do my values really align with this kind of job? There are some jobs that maybe they don't even go. There are people who don't believe in working at night. I can't be just working at night. I should be sleeping. I should be doing something else at that time. And then now you follow a career path whereby you can be working night shift. Some people, their values don't even involve maybe counseling and whatever. They don't believe in that. So if you don't believe in that, why are you choosing that career path? You need to know your core values and the important of what is important to you in life. Maybe choose your career according to what you admire most. Choose your career according to what you really value. If you really value education, someone who really value education and feel like children should go to school and you can encourage the whole village. Let's take these children to school. You can even look for ways of maybe getting sponsorship for some kids, maybe or students who don't have the money maybe to join colleges and whatever. You can venture into teaching career because that is something that aligns with your value. That is something that you enjoy doing. That is something that you like. That is very important to you in life. Some people, it's very important for them in life maybe to save life. If they are passing by and they see someone is injured, they will come around and talk to this person. They will make sure that this person gets the help that this person needs. These are people who can even approach someone and make sure that this person is okay. Then you can venture into a career that aligns with that, something that you value in your life, something that you really value. Some people, maybe they value the word of God. These people can preach passionately. These people can talk to someone and encourage them with the God's word and all this. You can venture your career towards that line. That is something that is very important to you, something that you value, and something that you enjoy, really enjoy doing. So number 3 question is what values are important to me in life and work. What values are really, really important in my life and work? That can also help you. That question, if you answer that question correctly, it will help you into which career pathway you are supposed to follow. Even as a parent, you need to know, how do your children react to something? If one of them is even injured, how do other children react to it? You realize that someone is just there, someone is injured, they don't care, they just look at you like that. They don't care whether they will not even do something maybe to take care of you. There are people who enjoy taking care of other people. If you are sick, you will see them, they want to know how you are doing. Have you taken your medicine? How are you sleeping? Are you cold? Are you feeling cold? Are you hot? Are you this? Are you this? How is the headache? These people just show so much care. You will even notice this in your children as they are growing. But some people, they don't care. You tell them you are sick, you are sleeping there, they just pass, they don't even care. Oh, sometimes they go on about with their daily life. You cannot advise such kind of a person to maybe venture into maybe career pathways that entails maybe caring for the people, caring for the sick. You cannot advise such kind of a person maybe to work in an hospital, because in hospital we need people who care, people who are concerned. A good person who can work in a hospital, someone who can show care. That's why you realize that some people, you go to the hospital and then you are maybe under a certain nurse, and this person just look like they don't care. They come there, they do this job because it's their job, because it's paying them. So they're just doing it, but they don't care. They don't value that job. You see how they treat people. You see how they talk to people. Yes. So you need to know what values are important to me in life and in work. That is number 3 question. If you answer that question correctly, if you can notice that in your child as early as possible, it will help you to know what career path am I supposed to follow. The reason why you need to know very early the career path you are supposed to follow before you just choose any career path is because this is something that defines your life and defines your future. So number 3 question, you need to know your values, which values you are important to you, and also at your work. Number 4 question that you need to ask yourself before you choose a career is, what subjects or topics do I find myself curious about? What subjects or topics do I find myself curious about? For example, when we are in high school, there are some subjects that naturally you just love them. You just enjoy these subjects. But there are subjects that you don't like them. You don't just want to. And then when you want to choose a career path, you choose a career that aligns to subjects that you don't like. What are some of the topics? When someone talks about psychology, how do you react? You want to hear more and more about this. When someone talks about and the hospitals and nursing and medicine and all this, you want to know. By the way, there are people that they have knowledge about even medicine. If you are sick, they can tell you, just go to the hospital, they do this and this, they should give you this. These people are very curious about this kind of field. Maybe it's your child. You realize that your child is very curious on this person wants to know this and this person has passion for maybe knowing more about this kind of topics. So you need to know what subjects or what are some of the topics that you find yourself very curious about. This is something that if someone wants to talk about, you really want to know more, you really want to learn, you even have some knowledge. But there are some areas, even if someone is talking about them, you just find yourself sleeping, you don't care, you are just there. So you need to choose your career according to the topics that you realize that you are curious about. This will help you gain more knowledge even when you will be now working in that field that you chose. Because of you show that you are curious about these topics, you love these topics, you love to listen to these topics, you love to listen to read about these topics and all this, you will want to know more and more. It will help you build on your career and never to lose hope, because each and every day you will learn something new. Each and every day you will learn something new about your career. You will learn something new about whatever you are doing, because you already have interest in such kind of topics and also in such kind of subjects. So you need to know the areas whereby you have interest. There are people who love when people talk about relationships, it's about relationship. What are, even on your phone, the things you realize that you like googling more, the things you do research on, you want to know more and more about how this and this should be done, how this and this can be done. Maybe someone has interest on vehicles. There are people who have interest on vehicles. They want to know what type of vehicle is this, which one is new in the market, what is this and this. They want to know the body parts of the vehicle and all whatever. When you see your child has such kind of interest, then you already know what kind of a career path this kind of a child is supposed to follow. You don't have to come up as a parent and start forcing your child to follow a career path where they don't even have interest in. I want you to be a doctor. You know, I was a doctor. You know, maybe as a parent, you are not even, you wanted to be a doctor because that was your interest, but maybe because of 1, 2, 3 challenges, you failed to be a doctor. Now you want this for your child, but maybe this child is showing you a different path. This child is showing you that his or her interest is different from whatever you want for this child. So you need to know what kind of subject or topics that when you talk about these topics, you see someone is very ready to listen and learn more and more. You find yourself so curious. You want to know more about these topics. Maybe if even the vehicles, even engineering things, something to do with maybe hospitals or teaching and all this. You see someone is very, very curious. Someone wants to know this and that. So that is one of the questions that you need to ask yourself. Number 5, what do people often ask me for help with? What are some of the things that people just come and ask you for help with? Maybe people come and ask you, can you help me make this? Can you help me do this? So and so, can you just help me do this and this? Or maybe it's during the holiday, maybe you are just maybe another student, but you will realize that even at home, maybe some of your maybe some people at home can even be calling you, can you help teach my children on this and this? There are other people there. They don't ask these other people about these questions. People see something in you. Sometimes people can see something in you because they can see you are interested in this. They can see you have the ability in this. People can see what you are without even you yourself realizing, oh, I can do this. You will realize that maybe people even want to come to you to ask you to help them do something. Can you help me do this? Can you help me do that? Can you help me with this? Can you advise me on this? And then you do it perfectly. That can help you maybe to know what career path you are supposed to follow, what people see in you, how people talk about you, how people judge you. People think that you meet people and people think that like, oh, Nani, so and so you just like a teacher. You'll be a teacher. You are a teacher. Can you come help coach my children during this holiday? Can you come maybe do this and this and this to my children? Because that is what people see in you. Maybe that is what you are. Maybe to you, you are dreaming of being someone else. But your passion and what people see in you and what you can do lies with something else. So before you just choose your career, you need to ask yourself that question of what do people often ask me for help with? What do people often ask me for help with? Ask yourself that question. That will help you know how people see you, how people view you. That will help you know that maybe there is something that maybe I should follow this path. Number 6 question that you need to ask yourself. What kind of work environment do I want? This one is very, very important. This one is very important. What kind of work environment do I want? There are people that they don't want to associate themselves with the hospital. This person goes to the hospital and you will find them sitting by the gate. Maybe there's someone in the hospital that they went to see. They are just there for like 5 minutes and they have disappeared. You hear someone is complaining, oh, me hospitals just smell bad for me. I don't like working in those. I don't like being in the hospitals. I don't like seeing sick people. I can't just see those things. You know, you are someone, maybe your child is making such kind of complaints. And then as for you, you want to advise this child to maybe be a doctor. How will such kind of a person be a doctor if they don't like even being in the hospital by themselves? Now these are the doctors that they will only be there because they are working, and maybe if anything can just, or maybe after sometimes this person wants to change their career, they don't want to work in the hospital anymore. So ask yourself, can I work in this environment? Do I really want to work in such kind of environment? There are people that they like to work in quiet offices. Someone just like being in a quiet office. Maybe that is the kind of environment that you feel like that is where you want to work. Some people don't like those quiet offices. They just want to work outdoor. They just want to maybe travel a lot. There are people who like travel a lot. There are people who don't like travel a lot. So if you want to choose a career path that will make you, maybe you want to be a driver and you will be maybe driving the public service vehicles from one place to another, and you don't like traveling a lot, then you will be in the wrong pathway. After sometimes you will drop it. After sometimes you cannot develop your career path. Now you will venture into something else that cannot even maybe take you far, because maybe you lack the experience and the papers that you need for that career path. So I think it's very, very important for someone to know what kind of environment do I really want to work with. There are people who hate schools naturally. They will just tell you, I don't like school. Even if it's a parent and the children maybe there's a parents meeting in school or something, this person doesn't want to go back to school. This one person doesn't want to go to that environment. There are people who don't just like this kind of environment. Do you really want that kind of environment? There are people who don't want to be just very quiet, sitting around doing one job each and every day. They want to adventure, they want to travel, they want to go places, they want to be talking to people. Then maybe you need a different kind of a career. You need to know what kind of a career you are supposed to do, because of what kind of work environment do you really want. If you like a quiet person, a quiet place, a very, very quiet, peaceful office where people go and work each and every day, you don't get bored, that is what you like, then you can go with a career that supports that. If you want to be out there traveling from one place to another, going to the field, I don't know what, there are people just love that kind of a life. You need to know that, so that when you're choosing your career, choose a career that will match the kind of environment that you want. Number seven, what lifestyle do I want to live in? What lifestyle do I want to live in? There are people who can work from morning to night. They can just work. That is their lifestyle. They are just they can work the whole day. They don't have a problem. So if you tell them to work from morning to evening, they will be working. They will maintain doing that from Monday to Friday. They can even work on weekends. They don't have a problem. But there are people who need their free time. They just want to work for 3 hours, then they disappear. They want to work for 3 hours, they go to doing other things. There are people who just want that they work maybe few minutes, they go to their businesses. They work few minutes, they live another different kind of lifestyle. So also your lifestyle, maybe you are a pastor, maybe you are doing God's work, maybe you are doing some good work in the church and all this. You will need a career that can allow you to do that. You will need a career that maybe you can work for some hours and then the remaining hours you are free to live your life. Because your career should not be something that hinder you from living your lifestyle. Your career should not hinder you from living your lifestyle. Some people, their kind of job they are doing is hindering them even from being with their families and also from doing other hobbies. So some people will want to work from morning up to maybe in the evening or up to afternoon. They are done with work, they are doing something else. Some people will work maybe I'm good at maybe football and all this, so I will want a career that can also allow me to continue with this. What if I become a teacher? I can also be teaching, and also at games times I can also be training my students on football or whatever. So you need to choose a career that will also match your lifestyle. You realize that someone wants to go to club from maybe from Friday, is off job, he doesn't want to be at that job and whatever. So for you not to lose your job, for you not to be in a career that will not allow you to do that, choose a career whereby maybe by Thursday people are done, or maybe instead of choosing a career that will make it very difficult for you, maybe on that Friday night you want to go out because that is your lifestyle, and it's when your boss is calling you, oh, we need you at the job, maybe you are a soldier somewhere, we need you right now. So you have to choose a job that will match whatever you're doing. Someone, you don't like working at night, you want to go out at night, or you want to be sleeping at night, and then you choose a career whereby they will be calling you maybe for night shifts. There are night shifts and all this. You don't have to choose such kind of a career if you understand your lifestyle very well. So that is number 6 question that you need to ask yourself. Number 7, choose career that can align with your beliefs and values. Ask yourself, what are my beliefs and values? Some value security, what really matters for you. So you just have to choose a career that will go on with your beliefs and also your values. Before we go for a short break, I will just maybe add one more, then I will come back and we talk about other things. Another question that you need to ask yourself is what kind of impact do I want to make in the society? What kind of impact do you want to make in the society? That is also very important. I want to be doing this and this because in my society nobody is doing this and this. I want to help children in my society, so I will look for maybe an NGO. Let me look for a career path that can help me work with an NGO so that I can do this and this. Maybe in my community where I come from, there's no engineer who can do this and this. So I want to do this and this. You can choose a career path that can also go with that one. You can also choose a career path based on, can I see myself doing this long term or at least for 5 years? That's why we talked about something you love doing, something you enjoy doing even without being paid. Some people choose a career that they cannot even stay in that career for 1 year, and then they choose another career because maybe they have money to do this. They cannot even maintain that one also for even 2 months, and then they keep on skipping from doing this to doing this, doing this to doing this. You have to ask yourself those questions. So we are going for a very short commercial break. When we are coming back, we are going to talk about what am I supposed to do and also the challenges we face when choosing your career. My name is Brenda Agenyo and I'm your host.
Be in gi lek mar bedo jafuambo, jalendo e wang' jowi, kata jalony e weche mag mbui? Riwri kod kar tiegruok mar Cityscope mondo iyud lony e chano chenro mag wang' jowi, fuambo kod puodho weche manyien moyiedhi. Yud puonj kowuok kuom jolony magwa mondo ibed gi ng'eyo mang'eny e weche mag fuambo. Ndikri kaka achiel kuom jopuonjre mondo mi ichak wuodhi mar bedo jafuambo. Mondo ing'e mathoth, ywanwa tol kokalo e namba 0726324028 kata tudri kodwa email marwa mycityscopetv@gmail.com kata www.cityscopemediacenter.co.ke. Cityscope Training College. Think, believe, achieve. Be in gi lek mar bedo jafuambo, jalendo e wang' jowi, kata jalony e weche mag mbui? Riwri kod kar tiegruok mar Cityscope mondo iyud lony e chano chenro mag wang' jowi, fuambo kod puodho weche manyien moyiedhi. Yud puonj kowuok kuom jolony magwa mondo ibed gi ng'eyo mang'eny e weche mag fuambo. Ndikri kaka achiel kuom jopuonjre mondo mi ichak wuodhi mar bedo jafuambo. Mondo ing'e mathoth, ywanwa tol kokalo e namba 0726324028 kata tudri kodwa email marwa mycityscopetv@gmail.com kata www.cityscopemediacenter.co.ke. Cityscope Training College. Think, believe, achieve.
Dreaming of a career in journalism, television, or digital media? Join Cityscope Technical Training College and gain hands-on training in television production, journalism and news production, and digital media and content creation. Learn from experienced media professionals and develop the practical skills needed to succeed in today's fast-growing media. Enroll today and start your journey toward a rewarding media career. For inquiries, call 0726 324 028 or email us at cityscopetv@gmail.com or visit our website at www.cityscopemediacenter.co.ke. Cityscope Technical Training College. Think, believe, and achieve.
Okay, welcome back after that short commercial break. So we were talking about choosing a career pathway, and I was talking about some of the questions you need to ask yourself before you choose a career, or maybe before you advise someone or your child on choosing a career, because we realize that choosing a career is something that is very, very important also for your future. If you choose a wrong career pathway and then you go through with it, maybe you take 4 good years doing this same career, and then it was a wrong career for you, maybe one of these days you will not even be you might even mess up your life just because of choosing a wrong career. So we talked about some of the questions that you need to be asking yourself when you are choosing a career pathway. What we are going to talk about is what am I supposed to do before I choose my career pathway? What are some of the things that you need to do? Maybe after you have asked yourself those questions and you have answered that questions, now what are some of the things am I supposed to do before I go on with my with this career that I want to pursue? Before I become a teacher, before I want to become a doctor, before I want to become a journalist, what are some of the questions that maybe I need to ask myself before I go on with this kind of a career that I want to pursue? You can remember when I had here one of the head teachers in one of the schools in Kisumu, that was Mr. Eric. We talked about the pathways that our children, this CBE curriculum is now offering our children, and we realized that so many grade 10 students, when they were joining, they chose, before they joined, most of them chose a career pathway that aligned with the STEM, and that the sciences and whatever courses. But after when they were now supposed to join and all this, you remember the government gave them some time maybe to change, and the government realized that most of them changed their career pathway, maybe because they realized something after doing the exam. Now they were comparing what they got in an exam and maybe in 1, 2, 3 and all this. So it's very important that maybe we help our children to choose a good career that can help them in the future according to what they like doing, what they love, what are their values, what are their beliefs, what are their kind of a work environment that they want in the future. So you don't just have to force your child maybe to follow this career pathway when this child is maybe clearly showing you so many signs that maybe they are not ready for that for such kind of a pathway. So let's now see what are some of the things that you need to do before now you go direct to that choosing your career, the career that you want now. Number 1, you need to self-assessment. You need to know what are you good at. Now after you ask yourself those questions that we talked about, now you will assess yourself, and now you will know, oh, I'm now good in this. This is where my values lies with. This is what I love doing. I can do this even if I'm being paid or not. I can still go to job. I love doing this. I will enjoy doing this. That will make you or will help you choose a career that you can be working in the same environment even for 10 years, 20 years. You are still working in the same environment. You don't even think of maybe changing. You keep on building. You know, the more you stay doing one thing, the more you build on that thing, the more you gain knowledge on that thing, and the more you grow. But when you keep on doing, changing your career, maybe the other day you are just a teacher, and then all of a sudden you have dropped that. Now you want to be a DJ somewhere, and then you are starting from the ground again, and then the next day you realize, no, I don't want to be doing this anymore. You are now singing. You keep on changing. Maybe growth, you will not grow. You will not grow how someone is supposed to grow. If you are in one thing, building under one career, I think that is advisable that you keep on staying there as much as you explore, and also you can be doing some other things. But when you are maintaining maybe one career, doing one thing, you will grow. You will meet people who have experience. You will be growing. You will be earning. You will be getting more information and all this. So you need to first do what is called self-assessment. Assess yourself with the questions that we talked about. So after you answer those questions, you will now understand yourself. You will now understand your passion. You will now understand your areas of strength. You will now understand what you can do. So that is called self-assessment. Number 2, you need to do your research. After you have decided that now I'm doing this, do your research. Look into that job. Go into internet and do your research. You can also meet people, talk to them. Just do your research. What are the job market trends for that? Maybe after 5 years, nobody will be needed in this kind of a job. You need to know these things. Compare the salaries. Do they pay well? Most of people are doing this job, there's no salary for them and all this. Maybe this kind of a job that people just want to be offered free and all this. You need to know, and also know the growth opportunities. So you need to sit down after you have chosen your career path and also do 1, 2, 3 about this, your career path. Do some research on this. You need to do some research so that you can know more and more about this career. Number 3, consultation. Look for experts in this. Look for people who are experts. Maybe you know someone who is a teacher. This person is a teacher, and then you want to be a teacher. Ask them, with this new change of curriculum, this new change of system in our education, maybe what kind of combination of subjects should I take so that by the time I'm done with my education, this combination of the subjects will be in the market and I will not stay outside for long before I'm employed. What am I supposed to do? Should I do this? So you need to consult. Do some consultation. Ask people around in that career. Ask people who have been expert in that career. You need to know you cannot just go for a career whereby you don't even know anybody in that career. You don't even know an expert in that career. Your child comes on and your child tells you, I want to do such a course. And you are like, what kind of a course is that? Maybe you have never heard of it. Maybe this child that saw something like this on a TikTok. They don't even know anybody who's doing the same career. Maybe this is not even a career, because some of these things we see them on the internet from nowhere, and maybe you don't even have a proper knowledge on it. So maybe if you see something from even the internet, maybe from a TikTok, or someone is talking about this career, this one is good and all this, do your research. You need to self-assess yourself, then do your research, then consult people who are expert in that. They will tell you what to do. You know, if someone has stayed in a certain career for a very long time, they will now tell you, the world is changing, now you need to maybe focus on this. As much as you love this, yes, this career is good, but try to focus on this and this. It will help you. It will help you in the future. So you need to do consultation. Also, you need experience. Yes, find more and more experience on this. Don't just choose a career and then now you're just there. No, you need more and more experience in this. Maybe you need to start training for this. You need to start maybe, like I said, talking to people who are expert in this. You need to do your research, and then you will gain more knowledge and have some kind of experience. That experience will be needed one day, maybe if you need a job. That experience, that your knowledge that you have been yearning for and looking for will one day help you. Number 5 thing you're supposed to do is reason. You have to reason now. Once you have now chosen this career path, you have to weigh what are the positive part of it and the negative part of it. Maybe I love doing this, I enjoy doing this, but the negative things are, maybe this will not go on well with me. I need to do something else. I don't need to venture into this. Just like if you want to do a business, you need to look at the positive part of that business you want to do, and also the negative sides of it. You now have to reason yourself and weigh. In this career, they take long before people are being employed. This is coming as a result of this and this and this and this. And this career, this and this and this and this is happening a lot. Now you are now reasoning, weighing on the positive sides and the negative sides of that career pathway that you need to choose. So those are some of the 5 things that you need to do when you are choosing your career. You need to assess yourself, and then you need to do some research. You need to look for experts, people, talk to them, know which career, this career I want to go with. How will it benefit me? By the way, you will need to look for such kind of things. Will it benefit me even financially? Because most of the things, we are not just choosing this career so that we enjoy doing them and we don't get anything. You might be depressed if there is no money for you. So choose a career that can also give you money, give you a better living. This career can it allow me maybe to have time and spend time with my family. Maybe you value family, and now you are in a career whereby if you have a family, you are not even allowed to see your family and all this. Also, let's talk about the challenges. What are some of the challenges that we meet when we are choosing our career pathways? Number 1 challenge is the family demand. This has been a challenge for a very, very long time. You realize that maybe in your family, everybody is a doctor. In your family, everybody is a teacher. Now your parents are expecting you to follow the same pathway. But when you look at teaching, you don't have interest in it. You want to do something different. And they're like, you can't do that. You can't be doing this. Your parents are against every career that you want to do. I've seen this. There are so many people who complain that I went to the university, I did that career for them, for my parents. They wanted me to do that, so I've done it. They have the papers, now they can use the papers. For me, I'm following my career. I'm following what I enjoy doing. I'm following something else. So as parents, this is where we have the very big challenge. As parents, we need to sit down with our children. We need to help them know. We need to help them understand themselves, and we need to help them choose a career that they love, something that they love doing. Another challenge is the peer influence. Everybody wants to be a doctor, everybody wants to be an engineer, everybody wants to be this and this, and then you want to follow your friends. Maybe for them, that is where their career path is. Maybe for them, that is what they enjoy doing. For example, nowadays, we realize that everybody wants to be a dancer, everybody wants to be singing, everybody wants to be, no, you will be straining. Maybe that is not your line. You don't even love doing that thing, but you want to do it because so and so is doing it. That is now peer influence. People are now dancing, now people are doing this, I want to be doing this. You are just doing it because other people are doing it, but you are not in you. It's not your passion. Remember, your career is something you are going to live with. That is something that will be written in your eulogy. So and so, he was doctor, so and so, he was doing this and this, he was a teacher at, I don't know, in the primary school. So you need to not go with the peer. That is where parents we come in, so that our children don't choose their career pathway as a result of peer influence. We also have societal stigma. In the society, there are some kind of career path that you cannot follow because the society is against it. You cannot choose that one because the society is against it. The society is also expecting you went to a big school and then you come back here, you're telling us that you are going to do this course. No, we expect you to be a doctor. We expect you to be this and this. Now that is the society, the societal stigma. We also have rapid job shift. There's a lot that is happening nowadays in the job market. We have the technology that is changing everything. Some things that people were just doing manually, nowadays these things, some of them are being done using the technology and the computers and everything. Also the coming of the computers and also now creating another job opportunities. So you realize that this is a rapid job shift. You also need to consider that that is also a very, very big challenge. So before maybe you choose this career, you need to consider this. Might things change one day and all this? Will I have any other options, or my options are limited? We also have poor guidance. That is lack of an expert that can guide you on maybe what to do. You are guided poorly. Your teachers guided poorly. They thought you are good in maths, so you can do this and this, while maybe you're just good in maths because you studied well, but that is not your passion, that is not something that you really want to do. So someone guided you somewhere, someone misguided you somewhere, so you choose your career path because of what someone thought of is best for you, someone thought is best. So that is also another challenge. Another challenge is too many choices. There are too many choices nowadays. We see them on social media everywhere. You become confused and you don't know what to do anymore because maybe you didn't evaluate yourself, you didn't assess yourself. So you need to know what you really want before you choose from those many choices. Another challenge is money limits. You want to be a doctor, but you don't have the money to go to the university to do it. You want to do this, but you don't have the resources, the money that is needed to do that. So that can also affect or interfere with someone's career. The last one is no hands-on practice. And maybe your employers nowadays, they want you to have that experience. They want 3 years experience, 4 years experience. But maybe you didn't even get enough experience and you don't even have enough money maybe to look for the experience and all this. So that's why I'm saying that you chose maybe when you had the chance to choose a career, you chose the wrong career for you. Then you reach somewhere and you realize that now I can't do this anymore. Then you abandon that career. You don't have money to maybe follow another career path. Now you have interest in this, you can do it, but now you lack what is called the experience, you lack what is called the papers for this. Now that has been a problem for many people. Some people didn't want to be a teacher because somebody advised them that being teacher is not good, but maybe that was their passion, so they followed another path. Now they want to be teachers. Now they want to do this, and maybe they cannot go back there maybe to do this course again, so that they can now have the papers for the TSC to employ them. So you will be out there, you'll be just looming out there because you chose a wrong career path for you. So let's know how we can choose our careers. Let's have experience. Let's self-evaluate ourselves. Let's know where our happiness is. Can I do this or can I not do it? Is my interest in this? Don't follow family decisions. Don't follow peer pressure. Don't follow the societal, whatever the society wants from you. Stay away from all that noise, and then you choose a good career. Parents, help your children to know their career. Even as early as a child is maybe 5 months, whatever, you can notice from how the children play. From the time when they are playing, you will notice that this child, he likes playing with the doctor. Each and every time this child is the doctor when the children are playing. Even the kind of toys your children love for you to buy for them just tells you what this child wants. So you will know, prepare your child and nurture that child and accept that as early as possible, so that your children can be doing what they love doing in the future and all that. So that is all for today, and I hope that for our parents, for everybody, the young youths that are choosing their career, I wish you good luck as you do it. My name is Brenda Agenyo, and I was your host at Scope Connect at Cityscope TV. Let's meet another day.